In Jamaica, the Ministry of Health's decision to not release the full findings of an audit of the country's 4 regional health authorities is not sitting well with the opposition Jamaica Labour Party JLP. The Ministry of Health had noted that its decision to only list 8 major findings of the review was based on not wanting the public to have negative views against the implicated public health facilities. However, the Jamaica Labour Party remains adamant that there needs to be an independent audit of the island's healthcare system. The call comes from Senator Marlene Malahoo-Fort, the JLP spokesperson on health, who held a press conference to address the matter on Friday.
We maintain that an independent audit is still needed because I do not believe that even as horrible as the findings are, that we have been told the true story. It is not our intention to go into the details of what their report, so-called audit, has turned out. I think, the shortages are well known, the horrible, despicable conditions are well known. What we really want to say to you, ladies and gentlemen, that the manner in which the Minister of Health and the Ministry of Health has dealt with this report shows a blatant disregard for the stakeholders of the
Mrs. Malahoo-Fort says the Minister's decision to withhold the full report is unacceptable.
Do we not deserve better than this? Don't forget, that when the doctors cried out, some of them were labeled liars and mischief makers. When we did our reports and confirmed that what was coming out of the health sector was bad, and worse, we were labeled partisan. And know that there is some confirmation, albeit we believe not truly reflecting the horrible state of the health sector. We are told that institutions must be protected and people must not be stigmatized. Come on. The people who go to those institutions who have been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, some have died while waiting, they know the horrible state.
The JLP senator laments that the waiting times at public health facilities are too long and medical negligence is causing too many deaths which leave unanswered questions trailing. She says it is time something is done to address these growing problems and lays the blame of the health system's failures squarely on the shoulders of the government.
I make no apology when I say this government has failed the people, sector after sector, and the health sector in particular has brought into sharp focus those failures. How can we sit back and allow so many people to get jobs and yet they do nothing in those jobs? How can we afford it as a country? Because what we have been told, is that management weaknesses, failure to follow up, failure to put the systems in place is why we have the crisis that we have in the health sector. So who are those people who are managing? Who are those people who are failing to follow up? Our research tells us, ladies and gentlemen, that many of the people who line the management positions in the public health sector under the leadership of Minister Fenton Ferguson are die-hard partisan activists. Now hear me. People will get work as a result of supporting a political party. There's nothing inherently wrong with that. But you know what is wrong and very wrong? Is when you put people in places that they are not qualified to do the job, and they don't care to do the job, and they are not committed to doing the job.
Mrs. Malahoo-Fort accuses that these persons are being paid by taxpayers' dollars, yet they do a disservice to taxpayers who need health care. Mrs. Malahoo-Fort used the occasion to lay out what will be done under a JLP government to address the issues.
What has been thrown up in the health sector goes to the heart of the corrupt governance that a People's National Party has been offering this country and telling the people and boasting about it, how they take care of them people. They are so interested in getting the work but not doing the work. They are so interested in power but fail to empower the people. As a result, people are dying and it's only going to get worse. I don't mean to sensationalize it, you know, because we have done the research. I came to the health sector at a time when headlines after headlines. And I've said to the Labour Party, we are going to be responsible in dealing with this. We're not going to sensationalize the issues. And we have been spending time doing the work.